Hello. Hello, this is me right here. This is my avatar. I'm about to show you how I created my world. So, first we're going to jump here. And this is what it is for now, second try. I'm still editing it. So here's how it starts. This is all designed by me. You're in this little tunnel and you look around. It's pretty dark, but I'm still editing it. So then you're going to walk through. So this is the world I designed. It starts out like this, and you walk up, and there's these turtles swimming around, and that whale way up there. I just made this here. Here's a turtle, and I'm going to put some text right here that says, help the turtle, and it gives facts about this environment. So you're going to reach over, you're going to be able to grab these, and set them down and help out the turtle. And then that can make you feel good. I'm going to put some text by the coral reef talking about it and how coral reefs are being destroyed each year. And then I'm going to, when people walk over here, I'm going to put some text here and talk about how shipwrecks are found underwater and they provide spots for scuba diving and coral reefs. So it's a pretty nice world, isn't it? Under here, I'm going to put a little sound about sea monsters and some text. And then I have a hidden spot here. You walk through here. I'm going to put some text about treasure. Hello. So this is the edit mode, and this is how I created my whole world. You'll see there's lots of lines and boxes, but I'll show you how I began. So here, coral objects I have. Most of them I created by pressing this button, going to assets, and then searching things in the environment tab. These rocks right here, so if I press and hold, then now I have rocks here, but the lighting is dim right now, so you can't really see them that well. I'm gonna delete that, but that's how I get that. And as you can see, I actually used those rocks to build these because I scaled them larger. If I zoom out, I have rocks everywhere surrounding this whole thing, and then I stretch these rocks taller to be the outside so it feels like you're in a reef. And I did all of this from scratch besides pulling in assets, but I designed them all around and dropped in this big asset here of that sea monster and of this shipwreck, and I turned it to its side and put it there. I grabbed the turtles here and I was able to animate them. You can see right here is the animation tab. So what I did is I pressed motion and then animated, and then I pressed record and I dragged them around, and then let go and press stop, and press back and forth and play on start, and then slowed the time. And I did that for all of them, including the whale over here. And the whale I created by myself actually, so I might not look the best, but I actually did this by getting 2 ships, and I deleted everything. I grabbed this guy right here. This is just an example of how I did it. Sorry. Then I ungrouped it so I could select everything individually. So now I got the whole, and then I went over to this duplicate option, pulled it up, turn it like this, and then turn it over here like this, and then I put them together like that, and then I put a shape in between here. You select both of them, you group them together, and now you can grab them as a whole. So that's how you can create things like this, and it just takes creativity and time. There's a couple more things I want to show. Is the environment, which I made right here way before I created all these rocks. If I go on it and press up, oh, it's way down there. If I go on the environment, you can see if I turn it off. So I just turned off the environment a little bit, and this is what it looks like now. But once the fog comes back in, now that I turned it back on, there you go. Now it's back to what I intended to look like. I like the darkness, kind of makes it really feel like you're underwater. So I created this myself. Here's an underwater sound I created. If I zoom in, you can see it's playing on the start, and it's just playing the whole time. I made it global, which means you can hear it everywhere, so that way it's more immersive and feels like you're underwater. Now I'm going to add text next to things, as I was saying earlier. And last but not least, I'm ideally going to make something where players, instead of walking around like they're on normal land, they're going to press a button and it can feel like they're swimming, and they can go up and down. And then I'm going to have to create invisible walls that are going to be boundaries so that people can't go too far and like go outside of the map. And how I would do that is by going here, typical cube, put it up here, press this, stretch it down, drag it out, and then I make it invisible, but it's collidable only by players. Then now when people are going to be flying around, they're not going to run into these things. So now let me duplicate it. Oops. And I'm going to shrink this so you can get a better view. I'm going to make this little thing. Oops. So now when you're inside of here, when you're as a player, you don't see any of those blocks because they're invisible. But if you were to fly around, once I make that available to happen, then you won't hit those walls. So that's everything I've done so far. I'm going to start scripting some other stuff soon. I'm going to end the video and edit it. So I'm going to grab this cube here. Cube. Now I'm going to go to Style, Paint. I'm going to change the material to Glow. I'm going to keep it at a low percentage. No, it's like more like a sponge texture. Coral might be nice. That's nice. It makes it fit in there. Now I'm going to shrink it down a bit. There, so if I walk, there's these little things here, and I'm gonna follow the path and see this, so it kind of makes it more worth it, you know? Billion. Let's make it even bigger. Let's make it size 3. That's too big. So I got this little cardboard boxes and then this, and I'm writing them on here now. I'll duplicate this. Let's see. I made this artificial pulls you in. When you read it, I could make it look a little bit better. 33 billion pounds. And I've got this artificial light here. If I actually look at this, look at the properties, and I make it visible, you'll see that it's actually a little glowing light, because this isn't actually producing light. So I put this here to make it look like it's producing light, and this and these 3 other things are producing dim lighting. But I made them invisible, and I made them not collidable, so that people don't know it's there, but these are what's actually producing the light. So this is little stuff that I'm doing here that goes to show all the hard work your boys put in. But it's because I really enjoy this. So yeah, amazing how much can happen in this world.